Thank you, Catherine, and good morning to everyone participating in this virtual Food South Australia Summit. I acknowledge that I'm speaking to you from the traditional lands of the Kaurna people, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. I congratulate Food SA that in these very challenging times you've been able to organise this important virtual conference. Our food, wine and agribusiness sector is recognised as a key driver for the growth in the South Australian economy. The sector is a major source of jobs in South Australia, employing over 115,000 people directly and through the supply chain. It is also our state's largest export sector. Food SA has reported that food business profitability has been significantly impacted due to the loss of sales through food service channels such as restaurants and event venues as a result of operating restrictions and closures that have been necessary to protect the community from COVID-19. At the same time, there have been some positive impacts. Many food and beverage businesses have wasted no time in stepping up to the challenge. They've diversified across products and sales channels. They've upgraded e-commerce activities to enable consumers to order online. There are many examples of the transformative approach taken by the food and beverage industry here in our state. From Barossa Fine Foods setting up an online shop and extending an invitation to other businesses to offer a convenient one-stop online shop, to Bickford's, who took production of hand sanitizer from an idea to full production in just 20 days. During COVID-19, my government has worked closely with your sector to ensure supply chains continue to operate. Through PIRSA, we moved quickly to convene weekly meetings that also involved SA Health, the Department of Trade and Investment and the Department of Industry and Skills. These meetings, as well as my regular Industry Response and Recovery Council, provide a direct connection to government, enabling industry to raise issues and receive timely advice. Your industry has been proactive in working closely with government to resolve key issues as they arise. An early industry concern was how to ensure business continuity should the pandemic have resulted in employees being found positive to COVID-19 in a business. Food SA is to be congratulated for taking the lead in producing the Food South Australia COVID and Your Workforce Guideline. Recognising the impacts on air freight capacity for exporters, we work closely with local industry to access the federal government's international freight assistance mechanism to facilitate exports and establish Adelaide as an export hub. We now have weekly flights from Adelaide to Singapore and Hong Kong, ensuring South Australia's premium products can continue to reach key markets. The initiatives that I've just outlined illustrate the fact that the South Australian Government and Food SA have a long-standing industry-government partnership that is unique in Australia and is designed to support industry-wide growth. Food, wine and agribusiness is one of the 9 priority sectors that my government has identified for our growth state sector plan. This Food SA Summit is South Australia's only dedicated food and beverage industry conference. In 2020, you have a unique set of challenges to discuss. This is an industry born out of and flourishing from the high level of demand for South Australian products. The Eat Local and I Choose SA programs foster the public desire to support our local food producers and manufacturers. I'm so sorry that I couldn't be with you today, but I wish you all the very best for your conference today and all the very best for the remainder of a very challenging year.